Time to start a new path. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will
Badger
be the
says
end
hi.
of
Hi,
the
Badger.
world.
Good kitty. Let's see. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Canonically, we don't remember anything that just happened. Essentially, after talking to that entity at the end of the world, our memory gets wiped. So in this moment of time, it is a fresh new world, and even we do not remember anything.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
To be fair, a lot of people aren't that great. Some people would argue that the world would be better with no people at all. Let's see, how can a princess locked away in the basement end the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Do you have any evidence to back this up? Let's see, have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While
Quite
I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Maybe.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Let's see. Do you have any evidence? Killing princess seems kind of bad. It really does. Let's see. Forget it. I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Let's see. Look, I'll go to the cabin. I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Let's see. Yeah.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Maybe.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
Ooh, doomed.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Voice of the hero has returned. As they always do.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
But the thing is, I decided to play this game by stubbornly refusing to slay the princess at every opportunity I can. The only times I picked up that blade were to throw it out a window, and because I wanted to see if I could throw it out a window again. Those are the only reasons I picked up the blade. Let's see. So we'll just enter the basement without it. Again. Haha. You can't make us pick up the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Every time.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Ah, Zephyrberry returns. Hello, welcome back. We are about to enter the basement. We have refused to take the knife with us because we are not going to slay this princess, if I can help it anyway.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Let's see. Hi, just checking in. Lie, I'm here to save you. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you. Continue down the stairs. I'm just going to continue down the stairs. Ooh, a pacifist choice. I am trying my best. But apparently last time around, I picked refusing to kill her too many times. So it took away the option of refusing to kill her.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done.
It's really hard to stay a
Walk
pacifist
down
in
the
this game.
stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
It's like not actually
There's a
an
heavy
option.
chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
We can try. Oh, I'm not allowed to examine the chains anymore. Okay. I guess we have to talk.
Okay.
Let's see. What's your name? I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. Retrieve the blade. Go back upstairs and retrieve the blade without saying another word. I'm going to go with... Yeah, what have you been eating? Or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Ah, too much of a personal question? Okay. Maybe
This
it's
is
an
the only
awkward
time this is
answer.
ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Maybe she's been eating rats, drinking rainwater, that sort of thing. Or maybe she doesn't need to eat or drink.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Let's see. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? That's a good question.
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life.
Perhaps.
She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think she actually knows. At least from the couple of versions of her that we've actually been able to get out of this cabin safely. Well, relatively safely. Yeah, she hasn't actually known. She just wanted to get out.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. I don't want to get the blade. I was sent here to slay her. She's apparently supposed to end the world. Sure. But I don't think you're actually dangerous. But I want to see for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe. I'm starting to think it's true. I'm gonna go with this one.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
A really long time, apparently.
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Nope, but they have not mentioned it. I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons. No, which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous.
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully it won't be too late when you finally come around.
Some of these worlds were really creepy, to be fair. Like, I think some of these worlds deserve to be ended.
Thank you for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
I will try my best. Let's see, I still have a few more questions. I'll examine the chains now. Aha.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing
Of
you don't have
course.
the key?
No. No key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
We can look.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I mean, maybe we'll find something to help. Let's see, and if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Maybe.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She's not wrong.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
Yeah, she's really desperate to get out of here.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Yeah, she's being realistic in a way.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Of course.
Is someone else here?
Doubtful. Right.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Meh.
Easier for whom?
I mean, the blade appears when we need it, sometimes.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
Meh.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Oh, ad break. Alright. We will take a quick little wait while the ad winds down. It says I can snooze it, but it's just gonna come back. It always comes back. Sometimes it comes back with a vengeance, and like immediately too. So we will take a little break, stretch a little bit. Ugh. It's getting a little cold now where I am. I mean, it is pretty much the end of October, so I guess that makes sense that it'd be a little cold now. Ugh. I need to start wearing warmer clothes. Ooh, I can look for like the sweatshirt things I have. I have like some knitted sweatshirt things. I mean, I guess they're not really sweatshirts. They're just more like knitted cardigans, knitted, what do you call them? Jumpers, that kind of thing. They're cozy. I should pull them out. I don't remember where I kept them, but I have them somewhere. Alright, the ads are done. We can return to the game.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Oh, that tone's a little different than the last time. Interesting.
She barely hesitates before raising her
forgot
arm to
that
her
happens.
mouth, her
I
teeth
forgot that
tearing
happens.
through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
I
As she
knew it
rips her
happened,
flesh
but I
from her
forgot.
bone, a sound comes
How did
from
I
behind
forget?
you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her.
We can try and free her. Will it let us free her?
You won't like what happens if you do that.
We're gonna try it anyway. No! No, it won't let us. No! Oh. And of course there's another ad break. Of course there's another ad break. Ah, it just happened too. Why is it like this? Okay, well, we'll wait for a bit and also lament the fact that it won't let us have the option to save her. The last 4 times, it let us try and save her, but it took away the option. We tried to save her too many times. Oh no. Oh no, what are we going to do? Why won't it let us save her? What if I refuse? If I sit here long enough refusing, will another option pop up? I don't know how long I'd have to wait for that though. Maybe I'll try that for a different option. Because there are a few things in this game I do want to try. But they don't work well for a stream. Like, there's an option that makes it seem like the whole game has ended and shuts down and stuff. But you can immediately open the game again and it opens up where it left off. But I wonder what happens if you wait, like... Okay, first off, the game, when you open it up immediately after it shuts down, it basically says, hey, you were only gone a few moments. So I wonder what happens if you come back a day later, or what happens if you come back a week later? What happens if you come back a year later after you choose that option? Will the game recognize that you were gone for a year? I am so curious. I want to know. But that doesn't exactly work when you're streaming. But yeah, so I want to try a few of those options. I want to try waiting and see how long that takes. Was that there before? Yeah, that was there before. Okay, look at that. There's feathers. I never noticed there were feathers before. All right, well, it's only giving us one option. What the heck? This is so unfair. Did I really exhaust every option of refusing to slay her? The only thing I didn't do was try and walk away, which I've done that before too. Oh well. Here we go. Our only choice. Quite literally, because the narrator will not let us do anything else.
Without hesitation, bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally.
Is that her back? Oh yeah, it is her back. It was hard to tell with all the bumps and stuff. I didn't want to. It wouldn't give me the choice. No. I tried to avoid this too many times. Ah.
The wound drives her to the ground.
Maybe we missed?
Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
But I don't wanna.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
I wasn't, but the narrator gave me no choice.
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back.
Ah, she's gonna fight.
Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
Ah, well, she is very pissed.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us.
I think she isn't really threatened by us.
It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you.
I don't believe you, narrator. I don't think you know what you're talking about.
I'm not so sure. Don't waver now.
Too late, we wavered every time.
As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm.
Oh, she has claws and fangs again.
Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
I mean, we attacked her. She's defending herself. It still won't let us choose.
Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back.
Ugh. I think it's too late, honestly.
You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees.
Can we resist?
We can still
Can I
turn this
resist?
around.
I don't think we can. Give up. Run for the stairs and lock her in the basement. Maybe she'll bleed out. We're in the wrong here. Give up.
Are you serious? As what's left of your blood pools around you on the cobblestone floor, the blade falls from your trembling hands and clatters uselessly against the ground. I suppose you simply lacked the will to finish the job.
I never wanted to do this job to begin with. I've been resisting every step I can.
The princess, wounded but still alive, nervously jumps at the blade and kicks it far away from you before retreating into a dark corner of the room. Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness, unblinking and curious as you bleed out. We can only hope the wounds you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, they'll kill her before she can reach the outside world.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
No, I didn't want to attack her. See, she wanted to be our friend. She wanted to trust us. But because of the narrator, she couldn't.
This is the end, isn't it? Before you can answer, everything goes dark, and you die.
Again. Chapter 2, The Beast. Ooh.
You're on a path you're here to slay her.
Getting a sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this happened? Okay, no, but I died. What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again. Probably. Proceed to the cabin. Turn around and leave. No, I want to see if I can help her. Somehow. Let's see if we can convince her that we didn't want to attack her before.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I mean, to be fair, anyone who knows that someone is trying to kill them will do everything in their power to not get killed. Like, that's just a normal reaction to someone trying to kill you.
Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? Or is it just acting out its nature?
Voice of the hunted. Oh dear.
I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell.
Smell? What does smelling have to do with this?
That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously. Maybe.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Well, this place looks very different from the inside. In fact, there seems to be far less walls to the wall than there were on the outside.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I still want to refuse. Nope.
No steel claw. Do you think we can talk our way out of this? I don't think she wants to talk.
I know she doesn't want to talk. I know she's angry at us, but I don't think going in there with a knife is going to help.
I guess we'll just have to trust that we made the right call. It'll still be here if we need it.
Alright, we just have to
The door to
not
the
be
basement
fools
creaks
about it.
open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost feral, impatient, or maybe eager.
Oh, yeah, she's definitely a beast this time round.
You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness.
Oh, look, an oubliette.
The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
Or she could be this thing right here with a tail.
You see only a
Yeah,
flash of
that.
the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her.
I don't think she's actually connected to the chain anymore. Or at least the chain is probably broken.
Remember, she's just a princess.
I don't think she is anymore.
She is certainly not just a princess.
Yeah, no kidding.
You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does.
Yeah.
Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
Oof.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright.
Uh,
The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
Where? Don't you think do you hear that clinking? She's in chains again. We're fine. You're about to attack me, aren't you? I can see right through you. We don't have to kill each other. You know that, right? Move, stand still.
There's a shift in the humid air, and something enormous.
Oh,
Princess lunges from the shadows, her maw unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce and full of hunger.
so she didn't want to talk.
She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined to overpower.
That was
This
a
is her
terrifying sound.
domain.
Yes,
You
yes
are
it
devoured.
was.
I
Oof.
guess that's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it.
Oh, we're gonna get digested. Yeah.
You are in a dark and caustic place. A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time.
Yeah, we're gonna get digested.
You spoke when you needed to act.
She's not wrong. We should have run.
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
Yeah.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here?
That's a good question. Can she?
Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something.
We can't do anything.
We don't have steel, but we have tooth and claw. Tear through her before we are her.
Let's see. Can you talk to the cabin? You could have asked me before swallowing me alive. Claw and bite. Fine, you can leave. You can leave, just let me go. Wait for death.
Oh, can I?
The click of what you presume to be a door ripples through the layers of suffocating flesh.
That wasn't so hard.
You feel her take another massive step, and then another, and then it's gone quiet, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I guess I don't need you to be a part of me. How lucky for you.
Okay, so that's... Does she have a horn? What is she? She has like a tail and bird feet now and little wings and... Huh.
This place is cold.
Well, I mean, she technically let us out, I guess. Oh, she's being taken again.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here?
Yeah, we've been here before. It'll be fine.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. That thing reeks of death.
Let's see. Yeah, I'll see them on the other side. It'll be fine.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Yeah.
I'd like to be somewhere nice.
Yeah, nice is good. Approach the mirror. Here we go. Gaze into your reflection. Oh, look, the little bird head. You are nothing at all. Oh, no reflection this time. Okay. Oh, there's a bird, but that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and then you see it, a figure, faint and veiled in the shadow, just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Oh, it's the narrator. Okay. Well, for anyone who wants to avoid spoilers, I will say this is a good time to dip out, because we're about to enter the end game. So heavy spoilers ahead. If you don't mind spoilers, stick around. The ending of this game is pretty awesome. And even the ending itself has a bunch of multiple endings. that you could potentially go towards. I've only seen one of them. I think I got one of the good endings. Not the official good ending. The official good ending happens when you do what the narrator says. You don't talk to the princess, you don't ask questions, you just immediately go in, get the slaying out of the way, all done and good, world got saved immediately. No problems to follow. I haven't played that way, so I get the other endings. You just missed a scary sound. Haha. Yes. But yeah, again, anyone who doesn't want to see the spoilery end of the game, that's about to happen. You've been lurking, doing bedtime routine stuff. Maybe you should be thankful. Oh yeah, there's going to be more spookiness about to happen, Thunder Phoenix, because endgame stuff gets really trippy. It is fun though. So here we go. Oh, I forgot the mirror breaks. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Perhaps you'll dip out now, then. You gotta go to bed in like 5 minutes. Fair enough. And if you want to avoid the spoilers of the end of this game, this is definitely the time to dip out. Good night, Thunder Phoenix. You think that shattering sound is your cue? Yeah, probably. A lot of things are about to break. Good night, and welcome for... stopping in. I think I stumbled over my words there. I'm not entirely sure what I was saying. Hey, thanks for the follow. I keep pretty regular, stream times, so fairly easy to, keep up with what I am playing. But, yeah. Let's get into the end game. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever see you. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions? Every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Are you a part of me, or are you something else? You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why? I've met you many times. Have you been the same you all along? I wasn't supposed to see all this, was I? What is this place? Where are we? Yeah, what is this place? Where are we?
A construct.
Oh,
it was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done. And it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
Interesting. Oh. I forgot that happened. Let's see. The other question I want to ask. What is my true identity? Yeah, what is my true identity?
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Oh, okay. So, the long quiet is both the place we were in, where the different versions of the princess got gathered at the end of each world. But then I'm also the long quiet, so that place was also me? Interesting. Okay, let's see. Do you have anything to say for yourself for all the hubris? After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live? I don't want to be a god. I want to be me. A god? I always knew I was special. Let's see. see. So you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you denied it was even being possible. Why did you lie to me? Are you a god, or were you a god? Let's see. What is the princess? Did you make her too? The people out there beyond the wall of the constructs, did they know about this? Why would you want to rid the world of death? That's a good question. I'm pretty sure death is good, actually. Important, even. Who cares about dying? I've died plenty of times. How am I supposed to rid the world of death? I'm pretty sure death is good. Important, actually. Yeah, why would you want to rid the world of death?
If you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you cannot grasp the abject horror of dying.
I think I've died a lot. I just kept existing afterwards. Ew. Let's see. I don't want to be a god, I want to be me. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's see if there are any other new ones. Let's see. Okay, nothing too new. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go with I don't want to be a god, I want to be me.
You are you. And if you would let everything work the way it was supposed to, you never would have woken up to the reality of your true nature. There's no accounting for free will.
How many more questions do I get? Let's see. What are you? Does it hurt? Anything else? No. I do want to know why. Yeah, what is the princess?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
Aha.
So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
No, I don't think so. She doesn't sound like a bad thing. She just sounds like, you know, existence. Let's see. If you made us, then I want you to know this has been torture. If I destroy her, won't I be alone? Let's see. Anything else in here? Oh, what was that? What would it be like to live in a world without her? Yeah, what would it be like? Let's see, does anyone else know about this? Does anyone else know about us? Okay, so many questions. Let's see. Why couldn't you have told me all of this? I would have helped. No, I would not. If she's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be, can't I just will her into something else, something small? I've been you many times. Have you been the same you? Let's see. Anything else? How did you die? That's, do I need to know that? Why did you make her a princess? Of all things, why is she a princess? How am I supposed to destroy an abstract concept? What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Let's see, do they know? Who cares about dying? Alright. The one I wanted to ask. Way back up here. What would it be like to live in a world without her?
Light, burdenless, an eternal pattern of forgetfulness leading into the joys of rediscovery. Everyone will be with the ones they love. No more fear, no more howling chaos. Just life, forever.
I don't know. I think he's trying to tell us what we'd want to hear. He's never exactly been honest with us before now.
There's a cruel irony to it all. The only way I could share my dream with the world was to never be able to see it for myself.
Let's see, anything else? Wasn't there one about if she can be, if she's whatever we imagine her to be, couldn't she be something else? If she's, yeah, this one. Any other ones? Yeah. Yeah, if she can become anything, why can't I just make her into something else?
As you are now, you won't be able to will her into anything. You don't work the way a living being does. Not anymore.
Well, great.
And as you were before, you couldn't be trusted with the knowledge of what she is. No one could be trusted with that knowledge. Intrusive thoughts have a way of creeping in and ruining everything. It's why I had to die.
Oh. So what, is this 3 more questions? 1 more question? 2 more questions? What else? What else can I ask? Do you know that things won't just be worse if I destroy her? Yeah, how do you know that? Does anyone else know? Does that matter? Let's see. Does it hurt? Why a princess? Let's see. How did you die? I am curious about that, actually.
I killed myself. It had to be done, really. None of this would have worked if I was still alive. Nobody living could know about her.
So it was kind of your own fault then. He's a little bit mad, isn't he? Let's see, where is it? Where is it? These are kind of the same question. Why did you make her a princess?
I didn't make her a princess, but I wove the idea of her into something your scattered mind could fathom. You chose for that something to be a princess.
Oh, so I made her a princess. Okay. Ugh. Let's see, what else? I don't know if I have 1 question left or 2. So I should treat this as if it's my last question. I wasn't supposed to see this, or you were God. Are you a god, or were you a god? Let's see. What if neither of us leave? Was he a god?
No. In life, I was painfully mortal. A witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved. I needed to do something.
Okay, that just sounds like the narrator was afraid of dying. And instead of accepting that he had to die, he took obscure and drastic means to try and change that. A witness to the end of days? What, like the end of the world? World's end. It happens. Sounds like the narrator needs some therapy. A self-help book, at least. Exactly. Narrator needs big therapy.
So I made you. And I made her. And I made this place to hold you both.
Okay, so the narrator made her to begin with. She didn't even just exist before. It was just an abstract concept that he was afraid of, and somehow as a mortal brought into being. It sounds like the narrator created this problem in order to fix the problem that he created to begin with. Yeah, this guy needs a lot of therapy. Or needed. I think he's about to cease existing altogether. Alright, last whatever this is. I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her. I want you to know that before you die for good. Rest easy. I'm going to destroy her. Lying. Rest easy. I'm going to destroy her. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. No, I'm not going to slay her. That was what I decided. That was how I decided to play this. Any slaying that happened was completely against my will. So I'm not going to slay her. I wish I'd been better at not slaying her. I think if I'd picked up the knife in a couple of those times, picking up the knife might have been what I needed to do to not slay her. I don't know. I'll just have to play this game again to find out.
Well, there's no reasoning with a god, even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece, and my time is up. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is for you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. Ooh, I got an achievement that says the Cunning Heart. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Or is there? Oh. That was something. Oh, it's all the versions of her from all the universes.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Yep.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. Did you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Hold on. The music's a little loud. I'm actually going to... There we go. Yeah, I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. but it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echoes spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
That's true.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this all falling on me? Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions, and I need answers before I can make a choice. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment? There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it. Slay the princess. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go. I want to know if she gets a say in this. Shouldn't she get a say in it?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Let's see. There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me just either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it. Is there another way? Or we could just leave. I don't really know what happens next. It could really be anything.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you.
Free yourself? What does that mean? You fall into yourself. What does that mean? The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. Oh, so this place was me. Okay. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Oh, what do you know? I guess it is a love story. Of a sorts. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. Whoa. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
What, is a whole new world just being born or something? There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
All right, step into the infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist, and you are aware. just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Oh, I got an achievement that says there are no endings, only new beginnings.